I draw the line of jazz hands.
Wait.
No laughing.
No, are you recording?
We're recording. I said, I want like that. What do you want?
Hello. We're here at NAB 2014 with Bill Roberts from Adobe. He's going to talk about a lot of things. Okay, so just very recently you had upgrades to your video products within the Creative Cloud suite of products. Do you want to talk about the integration of After Effects within Premiere?
Well, that's been a really hot topic because, for us, we've had great success in the broadcast segment, and one of the things is with Creative Cloud subscription, you've got all the tools. But one of the things we focused on is how do we keep the editor in the editing context as much as possible and allow them to do more. One big area is promotion. So After Effects is pervasive throughout the broadcast industry for creating the look that people use to brand their station. But the editor's the guy who's got to do the change the name title, change the date, tomorrow, today. So in this release, we've got a fantastic new feature where in After Effects you can design a super complex animated graphic title, and you can decide which text fields should be editable. So when the editor picks that up, if they want to change the text, it's really just as simple as typing stuff in, and you get the full animation, everything with full After Effects fidelity right inside your editing experience. So that is really slick on the promotion side. In the news context, we also borrowed some other After Effects technology. So After Effects has an amazing tracker because you don't have to do a point tracker and pick something that's consistent in the screen. If I wanted to blur out a suspect's face in a news story, literally I just draw a shape around the face and it will track that face automatically. And if the person's walking towards camera, it'll increase the size of the mask. It's pretty amazing. So from right inside of your editing experience, you can now do things like that. Cool is the fact that all of that data is 100% interoperable with After Effects, and you can use it for anything you want. So it's not just for blurring out criminals' faces. That would be kind of a narrow use case.
Yes.
You can also use it if you want to just brighten, if someone's face is in the shadows, and you just want to do like a selective color correction. You're not really wanting to go over the speed grade. Draw a shape, pop it on, away you go. You're good to go. So those are two of the big ones where we, mixed the products together and ended up with something that's even better.
So, and what about Premiere? Some additions to some of the editing?
Yeah, so with Premiere, well, we constantly work on making the editing smoother and faster. There's again thousands of things that the illustrious Al Mooney refers to as editing finesse or editing awesomeness, as he calls it. So there's lots of that. One of the ones that's really helpful is we live in a world where you end up shooting stuff with all these different formats. So, and that's one of the key strengths of Premiere. But let's say you shot everything and you're combining, a GoPro and a Canon camera, and you have different color spaces. So you edit your piece together, you've got it hanging together cohesively editorially, but the cut back and forth between the two cameras looks horrible because there's different color spaces. So what you're able to do now is take that master clip for the camera that you want to change, or both, and you can apply a master clip effect. So everywhere that shot is used in the sequence, it's corrected automatically. So you can use it for simple things like color correction, and that also applies in speed grade as well. We now have clip-based or master clip-based color correction inside of the both products, but it also applies to other things. So let's say you're shooting something, you've got a lock off on a tripod, almost like we have here, and you had somebody wandering around with a handheld. You could cut back and forth between the two and take the warp stabilizer and apply it to the handheld camera, and all of the uses of that shot would be automatically updated. So lots of really good things to just keep you focused on the story and keep you,
Doesn't take you out of the creative process.
Exactly, that's what we're trying to do.
That's right. Now, speed grade, does it have a different look now?
We continue to drive it to be something that's more comfortable for editors. So the market has lots of high-end color correcting systems, but one of the things that we think is really exciting that's happening in the industry more broadly is we start to hear the term Ultra HD.
Yeah.
So everybody says 4K, great, you got more pixels, doing that for years. It's higher frame rate, it's 50 or 60p, no problem in handling that. But the part that I think is interesting, and we're just at the beginning end of this journey, is there's increased dynamic range. So what's happened is if you followed CES, Dolby announced, I think it's their Dolby Vision technology, which actually allows more color and light to get to the consumer at home. So this ripples all the way back to the creative process. So that's my long way of saying that I think more people are going to want to work with color and light. So we've made speed grade more accessible. We've made some other changes, like the paradigm of speed grade was anchored in the control balls that you're used to seeing in front of a colorist. But as more editors come across, we've added simple sliders. Just it's 1,000 little things that makes it easier for people to do their job.
So integration, easier use among the suite.
Actually, it's a whole new way of thinking. If you go back, like if you look at Adobe, we were one of the first companies that went from products to suites, and now with Creative Cloud, virtually all of our customers have all of our products. So instead of thinking about just product, each product team wants to make their product the best, but we anchor everything now in workflow. So the workflow comes first, and it's like, how best do we achieve that? And it's not up to the individual team to achieve it, it's up to our collective resources. And because we have so many different technology pools to draw upon, we're able to do that. So if you look in Premiere today, you've got VST audio from Audition in there, you can open scripts from Story in there, you've got After Effects technology in there, the Warp Stabilizer, as well as the stuff I talked about.
Yeah. It's
all of these things that allow us to move faster. So we have component technologies that we can reuse and go super fast.
Well, very cool. Well, thank you for coming by and sharing all of that.
My absolute pleasure.
Well, we'll be back soon. Bill Roberts, Adobe. Thanks so much. Take care.